Hey. Today is February 16th, 2026, and I am at Dallas Fort Worth Airport on the in between. Just came back from being home for the weekend and traveling back to Amarillo for work. It's one of those weird things, right? When you're at the airport, you got people are either going somewhere or coming back from somewhere, but you're never where you were and you're never where you're going. You're kind of in that in between phase. You, I always wonder, like, where everybody's going or where they're coming from. Like for me, it's like, yeah, I'm going to Disney or I'm going home. The excitement of going there, and then the lack of excitement when you're leaving and going back. It's kind of weird. You just kind of always thinking about where are people going. You look at all the different gates and all the different locations and think of all the different places that you could go. It's interesting too is I've been doing this for 9 years now. Friday, February 13th, 2017 was when I started traveling for my job. For 9 years, I've traveled around the country building some of the most amazing things with some amazing teams. And for the most part, I absolutely loved every moment of it. There was a lot of sacrifices. There was a lot of time away from my family, a lot of time not getting to watch my daughter grow up. But I knew that I was doing the right thing to be able to provide for them, to be able to give them, us, experiences that we probably would have never gotten had I not decided that I was going to travel and so-called chase the cash flow, right? I mean, I would never came anywhere close to making the kind of money that I make had I not traveled. It would have never given me the opportunities that I have to be where I am today. It just, the pathway would have never been there. But I think back and there was a time where, I absolutely loved traveling. I absolutely loved the company that I used to work for. I absolutely loved my team, my people. They were everything to me. And as time goes on, things change, right? We find everything changes. The company that I worked for, they were acquired two different times while I worked there. Things changed. It evolved, maybe for the good, maybe not, right? But it changed. And it ultimately led me to leaving the company to pursue other avenues. And while I enjoy what I do, it's super fast paced and it's forcing me to grow and become better at what I do. It still comes with its downside. I don't love it like I used to love the job that I had before, but it provides. Um, Things just they change through the years. So you adapt the best that you can and you evolve with it. And some of that traveling, I recently started thinking, like, man, all the places that I've been, um, all around Texas, Georgia, all around Illinois, Iowa, Indiana, I've covered a lot of ground. And I didn't document any of it. I just went, and just did my job, enjoyed what I was doing. And I think back now, like, what if I had created this YouTube channel, 9 years ago? Where could I have extended the journey? Where could I have shown all of you? Where would the channel be at this point? Like, would I even be working for this company, or would I be spending my time with my family, traveling and doing just the YouTube? So it's you know, things that I ponder, things that I think about, things that I don't know, you know. It's you can't regret what you didn't know. I mean, you look at, I picked up the camera for the first time a couple years ago and thought, hey, this would be fun to record, and it turned into something that I really enjoy and I have fun doing, and I really enjoy taking you guys on these adventures and doing things and showing you things that maybe you don't get to see, or you know, see it through my eyes, right? And so I kind of wish I would have documented some of this stuff sooner, um, not only to share with everybody, but also so I had videos of places that I had been. Went to some really cool places, and I don't know, it just seems like I have photos and stuff, but not really any videos, so it just kind of vanishes away. Where I really like the idea of the YouTube videos because it helps you to document and showcase the places that you've been, and you can go back and look at that. I wish that I would have been more involved in creating videos back when my dad was still alive and we were drag racing our cars, and there's a lot of things I wish I could look back on and watch videos of. Photos are great, but the video content is just so amazing to be able to look back on people and, you know, remember them with. But we're here, we're now, and I really have been putting a lot more thought into my videos and the approach that I want to take, being just more than Disney content, but create meaningful videos, talk about myself, my life, um, where I've been, where I want to go in life, the things that I still want to do. You know, I'm 47 years old, and I'm definitely not getting any younger. You know, there's a lot of things that I think about that I think I just want to start documenting. You know, be a little more self-conscious and self-aware of things, and document it, if nothing else, for my daughter to look back on when I'm gone, to have those videos to remember me by, and to be able to watch the things that I thought about, my thought processes, and the things that as I traveled that I went through my head, you know, maybe things that I can't articulate into words sometimes to her, but that I'd be able to film talking about myself, and then, you know, she can look back on these videos and whatever, you know, 10, 20, 30 years from now, and use them to remember me by. And so I know it's not too late to build a better community, build a better channel, build a better just everything, right? So what I really want to start doing is trying to post 2 to 3 times a week of just my random thoughts, my life, me talking, walking. You know, I want to start walking a little bit more. Definitely added some weight the last few years. I've not been exercising as much as I used to, so, you know, I just want to talk more about life in general. And then in the weekends when we get to go exploring, take you on some magnificent journeys when I'm not working. And then, of course, always got the Disney weekends, because I'm not going to stop going to Disney by any means. Absolutely love going there. Love taking you on that adventure. So I just wanted to pop in and just kind of talk about my thoughts and some of the things that I've been thinking about and the direction I want to go. You know, maybe I didn't start this page early enough as I should have, but now I'm really going to start spending more time going in depth on who I am, where I am, what I want to be, all of that good stuff, you know, and hopefully that's enough. Hopefully that's, you know, it's never too late to start. If you're out there and you're like me, you're a 47-year-old blue collar guy, works construction, loves Disney, and you're on the fence on starting a YouTube page, it's never too late. Now's the time to start, if any. So I'll go ahead and end this one here before the flight takes off. Go get on my plane, and next time we talk, I'll be back in Amarillo. See you soon.